lights and tinsel, the chances of a fire in your home are dramatically increased. So would you wake up if your life was in danger? And would you hear the warning signs? Rodney Lowe here on a unique and disturbing experiment.
The fire probably had only been going for about a minute or so, and already the lounge room was completely engulfed.
You just cannot see a metre in front of you, a foot in front of you, 10 centimetres in front of you. You cannot see a single thing.
The heat was so incredibly overpowering that pushing through it felt like a brick wall. Like it was, the smoke was so black you just can't see a thing.
In the past 5 years, almost 500 Australians have died in house fires. Thousands more have been injured. The most likely time your house will burn down, when you're asleep.
It's the dead of night. Your house is on fire, you can't see anything. Sure, you've got smoke alarms, but what happens next? Do you get out? Do you survive? Or do you panic?
Tonight, as real as it can get, we put a family to the test. A simulated fire. What's their reaction? What do they do? Do they get out alive and unhurt, or not?
I think about it a lot lately. I've seen things on the news.
Alicia Wright and her sons Brendan 10 and Sean 4 think they're reasonably prepared should the worst happen.
My eldest, Brendan, is 10 years old. He obviously does fire drills and that sort of thing at school. But I think as they get older, they get a little bit more relaxed.
Young Sean too practices what to do at daycare.
He's the sort of kid that remembers this sort of stuff, so I'm hoping that this will instill. But again, when panic sets in, when there is actually smoke around, are they still going to be able to fall back on that knowledge?
That knowledge, get out and get out fast. Knowledge sisters Cassandra Glass and Katie Steadman probably also knew.
Our fire started very, very early in the morning. It was about 5 o'clock, I believe. It started by a couple of very small children getting up very early in the morning and finding, I have no idea to this day where, a packet of matches.
The blaze broke out around 6 this morning inside 3 young children, their mother and aunt.
In 9 minutes, start to finish, Cassandra's home burnt to the ground. Her daughter Michaela had died, and Katie, who was trying to save her, had severe burns, causing the amputation of her leg.
The fire spread incredibly quickly. Like it just seemed to be all encompassing in seconds. I can remember running through the lounge room and there was just such thick smoke. It was so completely black that you couldn't see your hand in front of your face.
I only really recall not being able to see anything and just being completely in panic stations as to trying to go and help somebody that obviously needed help.
Back at the Wrights, everyone's in bed, but what they don't know is the house is about to catch on fire. Using a smoke machine, we are simulating a fire to see what they'll do. The fire has now been going 30 seconds and nobody notices. After a minute, the smoke alarms go off. But the boys, Brendan and Sean, sleep through. Remember, by now, Cassandra and Katie's entire lounge room was ablaze. By 2 minutes, Brendan is still asleep. He hasn't even stirred. Young Sean is awake but confused and stays in bed. Now parents Alicia and Steve come in and wake them up. Prompting them, but still, the children have no idea what to do. If this was a real fire, chances are both Sean and Brendan would be dead.
He didn't wake up. He didn't hear it. He did no reaction at all. If we hadn't have woken him up,
Slept through it.
Don't know what would have happened.
You a heavy sleeper, Steve?
Yeah, reasonably, yeah.
Yeah. Do you think you would have slept through that smoke alarm?
Oh, more than most likely.
Even though it's drummed into us all to install smoke alarms, most people, especially children and adults affected by alcohol, will sleep through them. Like young Brendan, who had no idea.
I didn't really know what was going on.
Could they have been more prepared? Of course, we all could. Would it have made a difference? Maybe.
You want as many smoke alarms as you can possibly have in your house, inside the kids' rooms, inside your bedroom, outside near the kitchen. Never take your battery out of the smoke alarms. Always make sure that they're working correctly. you know, you need a fire blanket and a fire extinguisher just in case you burn something in the kitchen.
For Katie and Cassandra, they say you need to know your house blindfolded and upside down. And one thing you don't have is time.
The things that are going to save lives are be prepared, have an exit plan, make sure that you think of yourself, get out, and then once you're out on the street, you know you're safe, then you start looking around for who else is there. Do not ever go back and enter that house, because you don't know what the consequences are going to be.
It's terrifying, isn't it? Rodney Lowes there on how even on a silent night the piercing sound of the alarm might not be heard. Now, it is the law that every house has at least one smoke detector.